Hi, everyone. As a supplemental reading for this week, as we study speed bumps in critical thinking, we are going to read this, chapter 2 of a book written by Johann Hari titled Stolen Focus: Why You Can't Pay Attention and How to Think Deeply Again. I think that this works really well as a supplemental reading because it explains a precondition for critical thinking. As we know, critical thinking requires sustained attention, working memory, and time to evaluate evidence and counter arguments. And Hari's chapter doesn't necessarily teach critical thinking skills directly, but it definitely explains why students often can't access those skills. It also reframes difficulty as environmental and not individual. And so they argue that the problem isn't laziness or lack of discipline. The problem is an interruption saturated environment. And it maps clearly onto modern speed bumps. And so, even though Harry isn't writing about critical thinking explicitly, this chapter aligns with major obstacles that critical thinkers come across often in 2026 that inhibits critical thinking. So, this reading paired with the textbook chapter from Asking the Right Questions that outlines specific speed bumps will really marry well and kind of supplement our conversation about the speed bumps in critical thinking. Your job in this instance is to read and annotate this chapter within perusal.